Kike, you were down for over a month, and you even shared yesterday there was a moment you weren't sure if you were going to be able to come back this season. To be back out there on the field, to immediately contribute, how good did it feel?
It felt great. It's been a while since I felt the crowd from the field, and felt great to be back with the guys. And of course, it always feels good when you contribute, but to do it, first game back, get it out of the way, feels great.
You knew the swing was in a better spot. Can you just tell me what you were seeing in these at-bats to get the results today?
I was just trying to grind out at-bats. First at-bat, I went up there with 2 outs, 2 quick outs. I wanted to see some pitches, and then second at-bat, I had to, situation at-bat, try to get the ball in the air and drive that run in, and he made some good pitches, and I was able to put the good swing on it, and get enough on it to bring in the run on a sac fly, and our pitching did a great job. Kirsch was great. Kept us in the game the whole time. We were able to chip away and add some of the big swings, and then from there on, bullpen did a great job.
Quickly on Kershaw, can you just describe what it was like playing behind him today?
It's been great. There's nothing that I like more than hearing that song. I played a lot of games behind him. It's always an honor. I always try to focus even more when I'm behind him, because I want to make plays for him, and it's been an unbelievable season for him, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
Well, I know the fans are thrilled. The team is happy you're back, so you're healthy, you're good to go. Congratulations on this win.
Thank you.
Well, Dave, when you just Kershaw's out, and you were just talking to him, and he was like, I just didn't have any of my stuff tonight. But when you see a guy, yes, maybe that first inning they got to him just a little bit, but to have like 12 consecutive outs follow, what does that say? I guess kind of about someone like him, who when he doesn't play against his best stuff, he can still find ways to manage the pitch count and be relatively efficient.
Yeah, he was efficient. First time all year on regular rest, or 4 days rest. So we knew we were asking a lot of him, and he just competed like he always does. And yeah, you could see early on that he just didn't have his best stuff, but he found a way to use all of his pitches, and he got really creative with a lot more splits and curveballs and arm side, and just kind of doing different things to kind of get him off the scent. And 6 strikeouts, no walks, efficient, and got us through 5. And for me, that was huge. And I felt we pushed him enough tonight.
With just kind of how we've now seen 3 consecutive games where it's been a full team effort, is this when you talked about the consistency that you've been wanting to see it? Are you seeing that right now from this group?
Yeah, I am. It's been really fun to watch our guys play to the level that they're capable of. And I just say that as far as kind of the intent of energy and compete. Martinez has had our number for years, and so for us to kind of put some numbers on the board against him was huge. And we had a couple of big at-bats off the bench. Miggy Rowe had a big double, but we just took good at-bats. And, the bullpen came in and did their job. So really, I thought a complete game. And, tomorrow, Lodolo's, this guy is very underrated, got a really good arm. So we got our work cut out tomorrow. But I like where we're playing. I like where we're at right now.
Do you see Clayton get more comfortable when he does have to go a little more off script, or start kind of mixing up the way he pitches, especially on nights like tonight? He's got to go that way.
I do. I've seen growth in that sense. I think that, when you've had the track record that he has, and you can sort of go to your strengths all the time, and you seem to always find success doing it that way. Just in the last couple of years, he's been more open to doing different things, and I commend him for that. And I think in that 4th inning, you could see he was it didn't matter what Will was putting down. He felt like he could throw anything, and that's something that was really rare and really cool to see.
Is that swing from Will just closer to what you guys saw most of the season before this little stretch here?
Yeah, that was something that, when he gets a fastball close to him and he can drive it out to right center field, he's right. And, the last couple of weeks he's been off a little bit, missing pitches, but that was a really, really good swing. So hopefully that gets him, reset, but he's still working hard trying to figure some things out with this swing.
You've been pretty mindful of Clayton's workload this year recently. Do you think in past years he would have been receptive to having these kind of lower pitch counts and inning totals when?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But I think that, Father Time gets everyone, and I think that he's smart enough to understand, how many bullets he has, and, you want to be good. And so I think that, he and I have a great relationship, and we understand, what's needed of him and when to push him, when it's time to kind of pull the plug and get him ready for the next one. And I think, we're in a good rhythm, and I think he's feeling really good, his body, and he's pitching his tail off. So, but yeah, in years past, that wouldn't have went over well.
Dave, Alex Call was removed from the game after coming home on that Rojas double. Just kind of what happened there?
Something happened with his, I think it was his lower back. And so he says that he's played through worse, but, my hope was to get him in there tomorrow. So I wanted to get him out of the game, get Dean in there, and we'll see how he kind of responds to treatment tomorrow. But I don't think it's too concerning.
As he was saying, he's hopeful it's just going to be the 2 weeks with them. Is that kind of how you guys are looking at it?
Yeah, I think so. If we got to backdate a few days, and I don't think it should be too long. And he's been obviously a leverage guy for us, last few years. So we got to make sure we get him right for the stretch run.
Is there a benefit, especially in college he's pitched, to just giving him a couple weeks, also just kind of reset before the stretch run?
I don't think it's a bad thing. So this is something that, I don't think it's a bad thing. But, you look at what he did the last couple years, I think with innings and appearances, he's right on line. So, but a 2 week kind of blow probably isn't a bad thing.